Welcome to the Onion Buns. So, April 2nd is my 1 month anniversary for my YouTube channel, The Onion Buns. And it's been an interesting run for this first month. So when I walked into this and decided to try this, I knew nothing about cameras. I knew nothing about audio. I knew nothing about editing. All I knew is I had opinions that I thought I could share and people out there might be interested in them. Be it gaming, be it IT, be it animal videos and stories about rescues and everything, or be it about politics. You know, I had a topic and I had an opinion and I was willing to share it. But everything else, to share it, I had to learn from scratch. So at 59 years old, that can be kind of daunting at times. It's kind of intimidating, to be honest. So early on, I got the camera and I found out plug and play no longer exists in this world. And so I had to download software to run the camera, which makes no sense to me. Why am I buying a camera if I have to download somebody else's software to run the fucking camera? Makes no sense to me to this day. Really doesn't. But that's what it was. So that's what I did. And I got the software. Well, now I have to learn how to use the software because Lord forbid there being a printable instruction book in anything nowadays. So I'm watching YouTube videos, learning how to run the camera, and did that. And okay, so now I can do the video, but I need editing software. Well, I know dick about editing, so now I'm watching videos on how to do editing. And I'm still very much a newbie in the editing. When I started the channel, I contacted one of my gaming buddies, Kevin. And Kevin made a game called Forgotten Worlds. It's a tribute, I guess, to the old MMORPG Neverwinter Nights on AOL. And he did a fantastic job in it. It's very, very accurate to NWN. And I contacted him. I said, I'm opening up a YouTube channel. Do you want me to do an episode on Forgotten Worlds? And he was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Awesome. But I want to do a good job on it. So I haven't done that video yet. And I really don't have it on the schedule yet because I'm still learning about editing. And editing is where I'm going to be able to do the proper job for that video. And I want to do a proper job for him on that video. So, I'm learning the editing, and I think when I look at my first video compared to my last video, I think I've made leaps and bounds, positive gains in editing, but there's still a lot I got to learn. And because the election is happening in Canada, I'm pumping out 2 videos a day. I don't have a lot of time to watch instructional videos on, the software I use for filming is called OBS, and the software I use for editing is called DaVinci Resolve. And I don't have a lot of time to watch the more advanced videos on those software products yet. Once the election in Canada is over, I'm going to be able to go back to my 1 video a day format, and that'll leave me open up a few hours a day actually to expand my knowledge on OBS and on DaVinci Resolve. And with that expanded knowledge, then I will be able to start writing the script on Forgotten World and NWN to do it properly, to give it the proper respect they both deserve. So it's a learning process, but it's exciting. The only negative I've run into for the YouTube channel is when I made the channel. Now, I did a lot of research, and to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers. Now, my channel is just over 3 weeks old, and I'm already at over 300 or 800 views. So for a new channel, my channel is doing fantastic for views, but I only have 30 subscribers. That's where I'm struggling. So when I opened the channel, I put out a invite multiple times to 250 plus people I know online, from real life, from going to school, past friends, acquaintances, and people I've met online. And I put out the invite saying, I am opening a YouTube channel. Can you please come and subscribe? You don't have to like the channel. You don't have to like the content. All I need for you to do is subscribe. You never have to look at the channel again. I just need to bump up the subscription numbers early on because human behavior. A person comes to a channel, and you see this in Amazon. You go to Amazon and you look up a product and it's got 4 reviews at 5 stars. And then you look at the product next to it and it's got 500 reviews at 4 stars. Well, chances are you're buying the 4-star product because it's got 500 positive reviews rather than the product that only has 4 reviews but has 5 stars. Numbers matter. And that's all I was asking for is, could you subscribe to the channel and then you never have to look at the channel again, because I wanted to start with 100 to 200 subscribers so that when strangers came to the channel, they go, oh, there's 150, 200 people following this channel. There's a following. Oh, I'm going to hit subscribe. Conversely, it's a lot harder when they come to the channel and it's like, oh, there's only 30. So he doesn't really have a subscriber following. So maybe I'll hold off and I'll just see if in the future if I want to subscribe. It's a psychology. It's got nothing to do with approving of the content, liking the content, or anything. It's just basic human behavior. And sadly, as I said, I put out over 250 invites multiple times. And when you minus off family, I got 9 subscribers out of the over 250 invites. That's it. So I was really disappointed in that. And let me qualify this. I'm not asking anyone to do anything that I don't already practice. I'm big on practice what you preach. I have a friend, Diana, and I love her to death. She's been friends of mine since I was 15 years old. So 44 years now. And a few years ago, she contacted me and said, I'm opening up a nail business, nails, painting and fake nails and everything. See, here's my fingers. Obviously, it's not a product I'm going to buy. And she's like, can I use your Facebook accounts, 2 of them, to advertise my business? I'm like, absolutely. Knock yourself out 100%. And I even went the step further and I shared her business a number of times and said, hey, this is my friend Diana's business. And, she's opening up this nail account. So if you are interested in this product, please look at her and support her. Cost me nothing. Took maybe a minute of my time. Helped her immensely. I hope. I've never talked to her how much help it actually is, but I'm assuming as she keeps advertising on my timelines that it's helping her. It was the right thing to do. This is how you support people you know and like. At least in my world it is. I had another friend, Bob. Rest in peace. He died during COVID. He was a independent author. He wrote science fiction and fantasy novels. He had his own website set up that sold his novels. So it was like, absolutely, advertise on my Facebook. And I would put it out. Hey, this is Hawk's Legends website. He's an independent author that I know, and he's writing these books. So if you're interested in sci-fi and fantasy literature, take a look and support him. Again, took 1 minute. I can spare 1 minute in my lifetime, and it was the right thing to do. So yeah, I was very disappointed when I got 9 subscribers, of which most of them were from my gaming friends, not my real life friends, so yeah, that was the negative of the YouTube channel. It's kind of humbling on you get a clear impression on how little you matter to some people, and I don't understand it. I don't agree with it. And I honestly think less of people for doing it. I won't lie. But once it was clear I was not going to get any help from them, I had to look outside. And now I'm up to 30 subscribers. So I've more than doubled my subscribers from that starting point, so it's slowly growing, working. That's a positive, and I'm going to keep doing that. The other positives I got is I've always been an information junkie. I used to watch a lot of news. I don't watch the mainstream news anymore. I'll look at posts, but I won't watch their telecasts. I'm actually going to be canceling my cable when my cable contract is up. Just because in Canada, when you pay for basic cable, a portion of that goes to the CBC and CTV and Global because they're put into a news package. No, I'll be canceling my cable because I really don't want any of my money going to them. They're not news anymore. They're propaganda. That's all they are. If this election is showing anything, it's how corrupt our mainstream media really is. And yeah, I'm done. But I've always been an information junkie. And with the YouTube channel, because I'm using a lot of the stuff I'm learning in information as content, it's amped up how much information I'm taking in. And see, I'm a moderate voter, a centralist, but I don't live in an echo chamber. Your modern day left wing, they live in an echo chamber. They don't want to hear anything outside of that. They're threatened by anything outside that echo chamber. Me, I don't have that problem. I'll listen to the right wing. I'll listen to the left wing. I'll listen to the centralists. I'll listen to the alternative. Will I believe them? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what they're saying and what evidence they have for what they're saying. But I'll listen. I'll take it in. And because of that, I've ramped up how much information I'm taking in daily. And so my mind's always working now, which is a great thing. A mind's a terrible thing to waste. So this is a fantastic thing for me, And the other part of as I said, I was editing, audio, everything newbie, and I'm really ramping up learning all that stuff. But it's also got my creative juices going, so I'm AI. I've always defended AI because I think the whole, it's going to cost jobs. Well, if your job's being replaced, and I should qualify that, I'm talking creative jobs like artists and writers. If your job's being replaced by AI, maybe the problem was you. Because I look at Hollywood now and I have absolutely no interest in the crap they're putting out. It's horribly written crap with very few exceptions. There's only a couple of exceptions. The rest of it is just horribly written crap that I don't want to support or fund. So if these are the jobs being lost, these are the people who are losing their to AI, well, do a better job is what I got to say. And the same goes for artists. Even before AI, only 10% of the artists out there actually ever made money at it, and I don't believe those 10% have been replaced by AI because they were good enough to have a market. It's the other 90% that were not good enough, so they had no market. Well, AI hasn't changed that. They're still not making any money, whether the AI was on the front or not. Like, I use an AI background. Now, the reason I use an AI background is my basement where I film is unfinished, and I'm finishing it slowly. When I'm finished, I will probably get rid of the AI background and I will use my basement, but that only when I'm finished getting my basement looking the way I want it to look. I don't want to put a half-finished, messy basement on my feeds, and so I use the AI. I found an AI artist on Facebook and I love his stuff. Like, I love this picture behind me right now. I'll probably be using this going forward. This is my favorite picture of them all, but he does fantastic art, absolute fantastic art through AI. And I asked him, I go, hey, I'm opening up a YouTube channel. Can I use your stuff? I'll give you credit. He's like, you don't need to give me credit, just like my stuff on Facebook. So I guess he's probably monetized on Facebook, but he says, and feel free to use it. Well, awesome. I got permission, so I'm using it. There's another guy, a YouTuber. His name is Dantix. Now, he's a gamer podcaster, but he does these fantastic videos called Commander Shepard Plays Such and Such a Game, but probably shouldn't. Now, Commander Shepard is from Mass Effect game franchise, and he uses AI to do all the voices and all the all the voices. He just uses a picture of the characters, but he does all the voices, and they talk and they hold a conversation, and it's freaking hilarious. And but he uses AI to get the voices proper, except for one character. Apparently, you can't get AI to do it, but it's fantastic stuff, and I laugh my ass off every time he puts out a new video. It's like once a month because it takes a bit, but I'm watching his stuff going, I want to learn how to do that. I didn't want to learn how to do AI before I saw that. Now I want to learn how to do it. I'm not going to steal his concept. I'll come up with my own concept, obviously, but it got the creative juices going, and without YouTube and my own channel, the creative juices would have never started flowing. So that's a real positive, and I can't wait, but I got to wait for the election to be over so I can free up some time. But yeah, I can't wait to start going down that rabbit hole and learning that, and I don't know if I'll ever do it, if I'll understand it even, but it'll be interesting. And for somebody who's basically stuck at home most of the time, that's being interested in stuff is great. So anyway, yeah, April 2nd is the 1 month anniversary of my YouTube channel. Happy anniversary! And that's my video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. As I said, I'm trying to grow the channel, and like, share, and subscribe is the best way to grow the channel. And please never even consider that I don't appreciate those people that do like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you 100% fully. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike. Always feel free to leave a comment. Don't worry, I don't swing my cane too strongly if I dislike your comment. And as always, pew, 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 and shit. Thanks for watching. Bye.